trouble, ruin, ask Alma. Evil, do it, ask Alma. Time for viewing, ask Alma. Are you down, feeling low? Are trials weighing heavy on your mind? I know a place we can go. Sit back and unwind. Grab a seat, put up your feet, and we'll ask Alma. Ask her anything. She has a certain flair for being tough, but always fair. So if you need someone who cares, ask Alma. Problems big or small, she has the answers to them all. So drop your questions, have them solved by Alma. You can ask her anything. Trouble, ruin, ask Alma. Evil, do it, ask Alma. Time for viewing, ask Alma.
Hello, hello, hello. How y'all doing? Welcome. Share it. You know what? Okay, you're going to make me start early. I always wait for you every Tuesday. Now you're the first one here. Sharon, how are you? One of my oldest and dearest friends. It's been a long, long time. We won't tell everybody how long. But come on in here, everybody, and say hello. Cause, hey, girl, hey. I'm so glad you're on with us tonight. How you doing? Oh, wait, is that my diva? Y'all know that's how we do it. Diva? Is that you, diva? Freedom Chance. Hey, hi. I like that. Freedom Chance. How are you? I am so glad that this is your first time. As a matter of fact, I got a conversation for you. Give me a minute. I got to bring everybody in and do all of that. But I'm coming back to you, new, because I got something to tell you this evening. Hello, 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 hello. I'm so glad y'all with us. Yes, yes, yes. And don't forget, you know, we conversate here on Ask Alma. It's all about advice and conversation. So join the chat. If you hear me say something and you like it, let a girl know. If you don't like it, let a girl know. That's right. Because, you know, we go back and forth. We go back and forth. Because there's a lot. Let me repeat that. A lot of advice to give. Okay. Okay. I know you know. So let's bring in my best friend, Dee Dee. Come on in here, girl. Ride or die. Let me see you. Hey, girl.
How are you doing?
I have not talked to you forever.
I know. This week has been so crazy. It really has.
It really
talk
has.
After the show.
It really has. Yeah.
I got
Work
a list
has been crazy.
Yes. Well, you know, I am 4 Mondays from school being out. So
it has been tough.
My students are excited, but they are wearing me out.
Absolutely. I have been so busy that I want to apologize to our friend Richard. I want to also apologize to our friend Roxanne. Like, there are people that I have not called back from Saturday because I have not had a minute. It has been so crazy, but it's wrapping up a little. And, you know, then tonight is the show. So it's like, I can't call you tonight. So I hope to get back to some people tomorrow. But really, I got mad love for y'all. Don't be upset.
It is not. It is not.
I'm gonna call you back.
No indication that you don't care. It's just
no, absolutely not.
From you.
Oh my goodness, that's Miss Bowman. That's my mama. Oh my goodness. So Miss Estelle Bowman, that is Niecy Bowman, my best friend. I was going to
ask you, is that Niecy's mom? Yeah, I met her, yes.
My best friend who is in heaven looking out for me. I know it because we have conversations all the time. And don't get me wrong, I know my sister and my mom are up there too, but me and Niecy have conversations like we did when she was here. And then she can kind of correct some things with me and Kim still going at it, although Kim is up there with her. But Miss Bowman is Niecy's mother, and she has Always.
She's a sweetheart. I got to meet
it.
her when last time I was with you, right?
I love her. And then my godmother. Hi,
She's
Bessie.
always here. Hey, Bessie.
Always here.
Oh, and hi,
Always
Sharon.
here. Yeah, I know. Sharon was the first one I said hello to. So fantastic. Tonight is going to be so much fun, you guys. I'm telling you. Like when me and Dee went way back for this crew right here, we went way back.
Actually, you went back further than us.
I
Further
did.
than you and I, because both of those people I've known since I was 17 and 18 years old.
Before you met me.
Yes, I met Greg first, and then I met Vanessa shortly after.
Before you met me. Sean.
All at the University of Maryland. Woo, woo.
Hugs to you, Sean.
Hey, Sean, how are you?
How you doing? Okay,
hey,
so Robert, you know I was waiting on you, Robert Robinson. I was going to call you if I did not see your name pop up tonight. Robert, my fave. How are you? So I can't hold everybody up. We're going to bring the panel in here and get this thing started. Panel, where y'all at? And look at Robert. Hi, Vanessa.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Excited to be back.
Thank you. Yes, we are excited to have you back. Greg, what's going on, my brother?
Amazing. Thank you. It's an honor to be here, and also with some not old friends. We'll just say seasoned friends.
There you go. Seasoned. I like
time
that.
For us to come for another dinner, Greg. You laid it out.
Right.
I'm sorry. What dinner was this? I'm sorry.
A cookout.
I think
I'll put you on the list. I'll put you on the list.
You were on vacation or something. We just home.
In Europe. You were in overseas.
Overseas, I'm sure not. I wasn't.
And Greg mentioned our the music that you hear at the top of the show. We want to thank Tracy Arrington. My cousin wrote that song for my show. Thank you, girl. I love it. So I think I'm gonna make up a line dance for it. Maybe we all can be doing it.
Yes, you might want to leave that up to Tracy too.
Yeah, exactly. Because
so she wrote it.
Wrote the lyrics,
so the background, created the music. So she was the one woman
show. Yes, and I love the lyrics. I'm gonna post the lyrics one day so I can make sure you guys know what she's saying. They are so fitting for this video podcast. It's so fantastic that I love it. So thank you, girl. You know I got mad love for you. So before we get started, let's get the disclaimer out of the way, and then we can just really go all in.
All materials and information presented on this episode of Ask Alma are for general information and entertainment purposes only. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed are those of the host and guests and do not represent the views or opinions of the National Newspaper Publishers Association.
Thank you, Lori. I appreciate that. Lori is our video. Now, let me make sure I get this right. Lori is our VOA, our volunteer. Let me make sure I'm saying this right.
Video announcer?
Or it's actor. It's video
voiceover.
Yes, voiceover actor. Yes, she does great. Oh my gosh, I love it. Absolutely love it. She does a fantastic job, and she reads our questions during the week, which is fantastic. Cheryl, I see you have joined us. I'm so glad. Hey, girl.
I was having technical difficulties, but hi, everybody.
Well, you look pretty. So
Cheryl.
It's all working out just fine. So Cheryl was at USAT with us. I don't know. I think you guys Greg was in GNS. I'm not sure, Vanessa, what you were doing. Cheryl was in sports. And Robert said the disclaimer didn't help Fox. He's just saying.
Yeah. Thanks, Robert. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, what can we say? What can we say?
We do what we can.
We do what we can.
You're
That's
right.
what we try. Yes, Mary Lou. Lori has a beautiful voice. She does books and everything. So like if you guys are listening to books on tape, She'll be
Might
listening
be
to
her.
Lori. That's right. I think she just recently did a commercial for a company in DC that I probably can't name because we didn't get approval for all that. But so I'm just gonna say she rolling.
Rolling.
Sister girl is rolling.
She's
Yes,
doing all
yes.
right.
That's right. So before we get started, I wanted to ask you guys about something because I like to sort of throw something out there that I came across and get your thoughts and not advice, just sort of let me know what you think about it.
Okay.
So this little ditty that I was mulling over because I feel a certain way about it, but it's one of those that like I feel one way, Dee Dee feels the other way. We're gonna see how the panel feel about it. It's about the Blue Jays' Anthony Bass. So evidently his wife was on a flight with the 5-year-old and a 2-year-old. They were having popcorn. When it was time to get off, popcorn was everywhere. And the flight attendant said, you're going to have to clean that up before y'all get off. So his wife, who, by the way, is pregnant, I think, I don't know if it said how, she's not like showing. I think she's a little bit pregnant.
In the early pregnancy.
In the little bit where you ain't really had to tell nobody yet. 22 weeks. That's what it says. She was 22 weeks. But she had to get down on her hands and knees because y'all know the flight, the seats, it's kind of, tight up in there. So she had to get down on her hands and knees and clean up the popcorn before they got off the flight.
Did she? So she did it?
Oh, they said you got to clean that up. The flight attendant told her, hold up. You ain't getting off until you clean that mess up that your kids made. Clean it up.
Oh, was that Spirit Airlines? What was the airline?
I was just wondering, what airline was that?
Spirit wasn't
Did they know who she was?
No. I don't know if they knew who she was, but this was an American Airlines flight.
Oh, yeah.
So they're a little bit sedity, right? Airlines. I'm a Southwest guy, so I know them.
Yeah, so. Me too. So do you guys think that she should have been forced to clean up the popcorn from the mess her kids made?
Absolutely. It's setting a bad example. She needs to teach her children young clean up after themselves. I don't care if she's a wealthy woman, whatever. She could have bought a nanny helping her out, right? Possibly. Are they making that kind of bank?
Right. Yeah. Vanessa, what you think?
I agree. That's not an unreasonable ask. I work in a school and we tell the kids, yes, we have a custodial staff, but their job is not to pick up things.
They're not your maids, right?
On the floor when there's a trash can 2 feet away. I don't think that's an unreasonable ask. Were they nasty? I at least try to pick it up as best you can. Maybe you don't want to get all the way down on the floor, but I would at least try to get up as much as I could.
It must have been unreasonably messy for them to even say that, because there's a little bit of expectation from every person flying that you might make a little mess. It must have been
and
pretty
don't they
bad.
come around with the trash bag at the end?
Right. Yeah, they do.
Yeah. So I don't think it's an unreasonable ask at all.
But look,
Cheryl,
y'all. Oh, I'm sorry, Cheryl.
No.
Cheryl, it's okay. Go ahead, Gary.
That's Greg.
That's Greg.
Okay,
I'm sorry, Greg.
They had Gary on there
That's
initially,
okay.
No, but we had to clean that up with Greg.
I was like, Gary looked different.
He's handsome. He looked good.
I'm going to ask backstage. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but
question.
So should they have asked her to clean up after her kids before she got off the flight?
Well, someone said that the 5-year-old could have done it.
Right. If it was that bad.
Right.
Yeah.
If it was that bad, the 5-year-old could have done it.
But
so my son is a flight attendant for American Airlines.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So I know for a fact that sometimes they only have a short window to get out for that flight to make sure that everything is straightened up and to get out for that flight to go and get on another flight.
Right.
So in order for them to ask her to clean that mess up. One, they did not have time to do that. Two, the mess had to be horrific because normally they would go ahead and do it themselves. So it had to be pretty bad, if you ask me.
They probably watched the whole flight. They probably watched the whole flight. These two children just throw popcorn everywhere and just not. And they said, you know what? We're not cleaning that up. She wanted to clean that up because she's been watching her kids throw popcorn for 2 hours now. So they were probably just aggravated that she had allowed that and didn't do anything about it and said, no, you're gonna clean that up.
I agree. What I wanted to say is popcorn is the wrong snack. I mean, I eat it here. Popcorn is going from the kitchen
everywhere,
up the steps, all over the house. When you have a child, it's like things like apples, oranges, slice them up, things that aren't messy. Popcorn is just
messy.
Yeah. And no one offered to help her. You were a movie usher?
Yes, yeah. I was a movie usher back when I was a teenager last year. And I swear, it was cleaning up popcorn was the worst. Absolutely.
Yeah. I imagine it would be. It's hard to get up.
So somebody said the airline gave them the popcorn?
Oh, really?
I doubt it.
I don't know.
I've never had popcorn on the airline.
No.
Obviously they did
about popcorn.
Bessie said that a passenger got vomited on an airline and they told her to clean it up. Now I can't even imagine if that happened. That's crazy.
Oh, hold on. Aaliyah, what's up? How are you? It's a coworker of mine that was on. And I also have to plug her. She actually has a book coming out. Okay. It's like a murder mystery thing or something. I don't know.
Aaliyah, put your stuff in the chat. Type it in the chat.
Put your stuff in the chat.
So we'll see it. That's right. So Freedom Chance said, I'm a Mississippi boy by birth, and my mom would have made me clean it up. But if you wouldn't make Tom Hanks' kids clean up on a plane, they're just saying. Yeah. I wouldn't have done it. That's all I'm saying. I have no advice on if it was right or wrong. But if I had my kids with me, I only had one, and he didn't mess up stuff like that because But I'm like Greg said, it wasn't going to be anything that could be a mess. It was going to be cut sliced apples or something like that. But if the flight attendant had asked me, the fact that they asked me, I would have said no. Because
you would have said no. You would say no?
Greg, don't start nothing, won't be nothing. If I was getting my stuff together, if I had two little kids with me, not one but two, 5-year-old and a 2-year-old, by the time I got backpacks together, that other carry-on in my purse, holding the 2-year-old and got the other one by the hand trying to get off this flight down this little aisle.
Yeah, but that's for you.
Don't ask me
because it would have never gotten that far.
Right, you would have more forethought.
You would not have popcorn all over the floor.
Maybe I would have been babysitting and not on my game.
Something would have had to be wrong for you to have popcorn all over the floor.
No, I'm just saying I wouldn't clean up on a flight. I would not. If it was in the lobby, maybe I'd try to kick some under a chair. No, I'm not going to get on my hands and knees on an airplane and pick up anything.
Do something, Alma. Goodness.
Ain't going to do it.
Messed up the place.
Hey, I'm babysitting. What you want from me? I'm barely got the 2-year-old and the 5-year-old. I'm just not doing it.
Yeah,
but
the question is, should they have asked her? Is that what we're...
No, I was just wondering what y'all thought about them asking her and that she did it. But no, I'm just saying I wouldn't. Because really think about it. What were they doing with the 2- and 5-year-old while she was on her knees cleaning it up? It's a whole lot of dynamics going on with this. Grab one by the hand, got one on the hip. I'm out. I can't clean. Sorry. Y'all work it out. And hopefully my connection ain't on American. Yeah, if that's right.
Alma, a question for you. Is it possible to have a mini vac that you could put in your purse and kind of that? I have one right here. I keep it for the popcorn because I eat it a lot. I have a mini vac. I'll go get it. Too. Can't you buy one that's
I got one at home. I'm just saying I wouldn't. I mean, we all have choices to make in life. That would have been a no. And I would have said that to her. Thank you, but no. Excuse me, I need to make my connection.
Wow.
On my way. I'm just saying the whole volume
Sharon
of it.
said your cleaning fee was in your ticket.
Thank you. Especially on American. Are you kidding me?
You paid for that cleaning.
Because Southwest, we would have sang, picked it up before we landed, worked it out, told a joke, and kept it moving. Now, if it's time for me to get off and you're saying I got to do this, we ain't doing it. Anyway. Okay, thank y'all for that. That was a lot of fun. We have some wonderful questions tonight. We got a newbie on board. I love it when we have new people. Aaliyah and Freedom Chance and a whole lot of y'all that haven't said anything in the chat, light it up so we can say hey, hey, hey. We ain't gonna put your business out there. Just say hey.
Well, speaking of putting business out there, can we do a little
around
like, visit check, because we haven't seen each other in a while. I know Vanessa's working on her PhD. How's that going?
It's good. Thank you. I'll be finished this year.
Okay.
I will be for sure. It's going well. Finally getting there.
So
awesome.
is it going to be Dr. Snyder, Dr. William Snyder? Like how are we going to do that?
Definitely Dr. Snyder. Darren feels like this is partly his,
So I can no longer just say, hey, Vanessa, now I'm going to have to say Dr. Snyder now, right?
You can to me. I think Darren will be
Dr.
correcting everybody. He's determined to be that husband, so yeah.
Dr. V. I do have a friend who
I like Dr. V.
PhD, and you call her Dr. Sheila, although I just call her Sheila, but yeah. And all the time you put into it, it is really wonderful accomplishment. It is an amazing accomplishment.
I'm excited. I'll be being lots of extra. You'll see.
I will be at the celebration.
Thank you.
And Vanessa, your daughter, tell me what she's doing on PBS. Is something going on?
Yeah, I have it right here. So Sequoia, her name is Redwood now. Excuse me. Her stage name. So on Friday the 21st on PBS, Kennedy Center is celebrating music icons Jason Moran and Christian McBride. And she'll be one of the featured guests on that. So
she is so fantastic. So Vanessa, put that in the chat.
Congratulations.
Yes. Put that in the chat. And Greg, you are a new grandfather. Tell us about your new grandbaby.
He loves to eat. He loves to sleep. He loves to make potty, which he has already done all over me a few times, but he's a lot of fun. He's a lot of fun. Elijah Jeffrey Hayden Wright. Iggy is what we call him. IGH is like Iggy. So that's his nickname.
Congratulations. Iggy. Congratulations to you. It is a wonderful thing. It is a wonderful thing. Yes. And Cheryl, you were on a radio program, but are they going to re-air it, or can we listen to it after the fact, or did we miss it?
Well, it aired yesterday. But the guy's name is Marcel McManus, and he said that he had several people to call in and would love to hear it again, because I spoke on domestic violence. I'm a survivor of domestic violence, and so he's going to be airing it more and more and more. So, yeah.
Add it to the chat so we can catch it. All the detail. I have the details, you guys. I will add it to the chat.
Okay. Oh, yes. Thank you very much,
I will add it. All righty. I see Craig is with us. Hey, that's my friend. I'm going to have Craig on the show.
Sharon.
Okay, you guys, let's get started. Listen to some questions tonight. We got some doozies, and I can't wait to hear what y'all have to say. Let's go.
Hello, Alma and panelists, and hello to your audience. I'm Lori Grant, tonight's voiceover recording artist. I have the pleasure of reading our questions for the evening. So, here we go. Hi, Alma. I recently moved into what was advertised as a luxury apartment located in a very nice part of town. It's a gorgeous, very large Victorian home that's been renovated into 4 individual apartments. I love it. I'm 15 minutes from work and 20 minutes from downtown. The owner also lives in the house and rents the other 3 apartments. Recently, I've noticed that he goes through our trash. I don't know for the life of me if that's legal, and obviously I'm not happy about it. I didn't mention it to my neighbors. I haven't really met them yet. We see each other occasionally and are just at the waving stage. I really love my apartment. I don't want to cause any trouble, especially since I live alone. I think it's hella weird, but I'm not sure what to do. What do you think about my situation, and what would you suggest?
Hi, Rosie. That's my sister-in-law. Hi, Doug. Doug will be on the show in a couple of weeks. Anyway, okay, let's recap. She moved to a beautiful luxury, which means you paying some rent. Girl, my girlfriend's paying some
It ain't
rent.
cheap, right?
And turns out the landlord is going through their trash. I meant to Google that. I don't even know if that's against the law, but how can she handle this situation delicately? She said. Any ideas?
I
Trace?
was thinking that if she we don't know how she discovered that. I don't know if she saw him from the window or how she determined he was doing that. But I would catch him in the act and then ask him what he was looking for. What's going on? Did the animals get in the trash? Like, what's happening? Like, why are you rummaging through? Do you need a trash bag? Because I can give you one of mine. Like, I would make conversation about it to find out why he is digging through the trash cans. And
I'm with Craig. I fill mine up with poo.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I would babysit somebody's dog.
You gotta find poo.
I babysit somebody's dog, and that's what would be in my trash can on top of some things. If you want to check it out and go through it, then that's what you need to do.
I would advise her not to put out bills, not to put out her statements, her bank statements, things like that, because a lot of folks like scam you. Like he has her address, her name, her social security, maybe if she applied. So she has to watch out because he might clone her credit card or you know whatever. I mean, one of the like folks like said that he might be like a freak or something. Now, it might be just like money. I mean, a scammer. You never know.
Yeah. Do you guys get those alerts?
Normal.
It is not normal.
No, it's not.
Well, he could be digging through his own trash. I mean, he may be looking for something that he threw out.
All the time?
No, he's going through.
No,
he's going through everybody's trash. He's going through everybody's trash. She said she saw him on more than one occasion. And Craig said she should get a shredder. I have a friend who shreds everything before she throws it away. Yeah,
I have the stamp that blacks out all of your personal information.
You roll it.
Yeah.
Blacks out what, D? Like
you if you
account
press
numbers.
it down, if you press it down on the bill or the address, it completely blacks it out. It creates this like grid design so you can't see any of the letters or numbers.
That's handy.
I have to find that.
And then tear it up. Yeah, I'll send you the link. I mean, I'll say Amazon where I got it.
Well, maybe he's like a recycler and he's just trying to separate the trash and put things in the
I would just ask him. I'm with Freedom. Ask him why
do you go through our trash? Right.
What you looking for?
What you looking for? Right. What you looking for in the trash? I've been seeing you go through our trash for the past couple of weeks. What you looking for?
I don't know if I would be combative since he's my landlord.
No, like I thought that was kind of nice. Was that combative?
A little bit.
Look, you've been going through our trash for a week now.
What you doing? What you
a little bit.
I know it's a therapist.
Wrong energy. Wrong energy.
Y'all know me. I would have been like, "Hey, Mr. Richard." Right. Yes.
Everybody's grown, so I think you should be able to approach him and ask anything. Because I mean, if he's bold enough to go through my trash, I'm gonna be bold enough to ask him what
he might be letting himself in your house
in a nice way.
He might be doing if he's going through the trash, then maybe he may have cameras. Remember that movie where the landlord, the homeowner had cameras in all the apartments?
But now you can have one of those. You can have one of those doorbells that you can see people going in and out.
Yeah, I have that. I have that. Look, look, I'm in Baltimore City, right? So I have a garden in the back, a fence, and I have a bench. And a guy jumped over the fence. He grabbed the bench. There was a camera in the back. I recognized him. I went around the corner, confronted him like, "You better have my bench back." He brought it back. You know, he brought it back.
Wow.
He brought it back.
Greg,
Oh my goodness, Greg. So you had a.
I don't know. Look, I spent $100 and some on that.
It was
bench.
your bench, even if it was $5. It was your bench.
Exactly.
You didn't have any climate.
But what if he's crazy? What if he's crazy?
Exactly. And you know something? I thought that afterward, but adrenaline rush. It was like adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
I was on it. So
look, hey, bruh, where you going with my bench?
Exactly.
I thought you were gonna say that he jumped over your fence and went
sat
to sleep
down.
on your bench.
Yeah, sat down.
No.
He took your bench.
So my bench was like, and was like sitting on it. Put it on his porch. Put it on his porch. It was already sitting on it.
No, but they all know now. Don't steal from him because
now when you see what Craig said, leave pictures of the landlord going through the trash.
In the trash.
What?
That's a good idea, actually.
That is hilarious. Yes. I like that. I like that. Wow.
He's like flipping through the trash. All of a sudden, he sees himself.
Exactly. Yeah.
That would be funny.
See himself going through the trash.
Right. I remember the story you just told, Greg, reminded me one time I went to visit a friend who had a nice living room set in his place. It wasn't really an indoor living room set. It was more like a outdoor patio living room set that used to be outside the hospital. And I've seen this somewhere before, but hey, you know what? I guess he was trying to do what he had to do. And I sat down on it. So, Wow. But yeah, that took me back for a minute. Okay, now. Anybody else had outdoor furniture stolen from around their house? I want to know about it. So we are giving her great advice, actually. I love it. I love it. Take pictures of him, put it in a trash bag, fill it up with kitty litter and some other stuff, and put it in the trash bag.
That is not the advice we're giving.
That's not what we're giving?
There. I'm with
what did we say?
Ask him. Why are you going through the trash?
We're adults, Alma.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do that.
And we're asking them in a pleasant tone. We are not rushing up on him. You've been in my trash for a week. What are you doing in my trash?
Aaliyah and I on the same page. I would put my trash in the back of my car and drop it off at the dumpster down the street.
That too.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is no certain.
Alma.
Hey, you guys. Alvin just joined us.
Hey, Alvin.
Hey, what's up, Alvin? Alma, a related story. So I have a deaf neighbor who lives across the street here, and she has a dog. She would let the dog pooty in my garden every morning. Never pick it up. So what I did is I bagged it up and I wrote a note. I said, look, I like you. I love your dog, but you need to pick up. And I put the note on her door. I like never had another problem out of him. So with this guy, walk up to him, write a note to him and say, look, I'm noticing some weird behavior going on. It might work.
Yeah. I remember my mom did that with a neighbor whose dog kept pooping on our side. She politely delivered it back home. I don't think Carl left a nice note. But we didn't have that problem anymore. Yeah.
I'm a Christian. I'm trying to be good.
My mama was a first lady. My mama was a first lady married to the minister. What you talking about? Oh, you ain't never met a first lady like my mama.
You have not.
Oh, she was something else. Yes, I have to tell some of her stories sometimes.
Truly, the salt of the earth would give you a lung. Would give you
a lung. But she gonna give
until
you some
you
truth
messed
with
up,
it too.
and then it was on the top of it. Right.
Yes. Like Bessie said, rough first lady. You know it. Rough. Okay. Rough. And liked it that way. Because my dad sometimes would be like, Carol, do you really have to say it that way? Yes, I do. I said what I said.
All right.
Back in the
I would
day.
like to point out that we are talking about Alma's mother.
Yes. Oh, hey.
Apple free, period.
Right.
I get what you saying now. Okay, you guys say yes. We're giving her good advice. Say something to your landlord in a kind way, and you'll be all right. You need some backup, let us know. Yes. And then we'll do part 2 to your question.
We'll send Greg because he's going to handle it.
Exactly. Yes.
I'll handle that. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
In a minute.
All right, you guys, let's listen to the next question.
Dear Alma, my coworker is getting married and I'm so excited for her. She and I share a cubicle, so we're very close and talk about everything that's happening in our lives. While recently discussing her guest list, she mentioned she was having a small wedding and said after inviting all of her family, she thinks it would be a good idea if I did not come. She also said it was because I have rambunctious kids and she isn't inviting any kids, so it would be best to just not put me in that situation. I understand and didn't have a problem with it, but now my feelings are hurt. Seems like everybody in the office except me has been invited. They all stop by our desk and congratulate her and tell her how they can't wait to come. I feel like I'm being excluded from what will be one of her happiest and most important days. I don't want to make it weird, especially since we'll continue to sit beside each other at work after her wedding. Should I say something or just keep my feelings to myself?
Okay, let me recap real fast because I'm trying to hold in my answer because it's about to just rambunctious. Y'all know what that means. Badass.
Baby's kids. Baby's kids.
Badass.
They don't die. They just multiply.
Right. Listen.
So, what you thinking, Vanessa? She said she did not invite her friend, her cubicle mate, and she said it was because she's going to have a small wedding and she's not inviting kids.
Well, two things. It's not unusual to not invite children to weddings. I don't have a problem with that. And anyone who's had a wedding understands that. So that she can come without bringing her kids, just say no kids under whatever age can come. But the fact that she's inviting her other coworkers and not her, that's a problem. And so I think the right thing to do is to say something, because if you don't, it's just going to be living between you and it's just going to grow. It is. It really is.
Vanessa, though, you cannot ask yourself to some place where you're not invited. Come on,
oh, you're badass kid.
Suck it up.
But then don't share it with me. Don't have me sharing this experience and then go, oh, by the way, you can't come.
Right. If the real reason is only just the kids, that's a conversation we can have. I can leave my kids at home.
The kids are not invited.
But you
said her kids are rambunctious.
I'm saying, if I can leave the kids home and I can come, you and I are the ones who are friends. Just be honest.
Did she say I'm not going to invite you because your kids are rambunctious? And she's that's the reason why I'm not inviting you.
I can leave my kids at home,
right?
Because if we are actually friends, and it's hard. I've been reading a lot of Brene Brown, so y'all have to kind of.
Me too, girl. I love her.
Yes, so am I. So am I.
Just be honest. What, are you not inviting me for my children? Because they can stay home and just tell
some
them.
People don't
maybe they're too bad. She get a babysitter.
Right. And some people don't accept what you tell them about their kids.
Right.
Yeah, some people don't accept what you tell them about her kids. It could be her kids.
Right.
It ain't about the kids, Alma. She don't like her. She don't want her.
You know what? She's
probably jealous. Probably jealous of her. I mean, why else would she not invite her and everyone else in the office?
Right, just say it. Be honest.
Right.
You say what? I sit beside you at work, but I don't really like you, so I don't want you to come to my wedding.
You just need to be honest.
No.
Have you been friends with somebody?
Well,
we realize you're not as close as you thought you were.
Right.
Sometimes I thought we were close.
I got a cousin who has hurt my feelings on several occasions because I thought we were close, and she'd be like, "Hey, girl, hey, bye." I feel like a puppy.
Well, like, we have a policy at school now that if you're not going to invite the entire class, you can't hand out invitations during the day. You have, if you want to hand out invitations to students, you have to be prepared to invite everyone. If you don't, we're not saying you have to do that, but we're saying if you don't want to invite everyone, you cannot sit at lunch and hand out invitations because that excludes other children. This woman has sat and let this other lady bask in her celebration and then go, oh, by the way, you can't come. It's just ignorant. Like she should let her come for everybody had at least one person at their wedding that they didn't necessarily want to invite, but because of circumstances, they're like, oh, I gotta invite her because this will happen. She could invite her.
Is that why I'm invited to weddings?
Listen, the hardest thing is to be honest. And what does Brene Brown say? Just say, okay, so the story I'm telling myself is you don't want me at your wedding. Make her say it.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, but listen, y'all, we have all been co-workers of each other at one time and like hung out after work. But I don't like share that with like everybody. I discreetly ask the folks that I want to like hang out with at the office, hang out. And for like her to rub the wedding in a woman's like face after that, that's just really rude.
And people coming by speaking. Okay, Aaliyah says like all the other coworkers don't have kids. Make it make sense.
Make it make sense.
She ain't smart enough to leave them kids at home. She's a lie and the truth ain't in her.
I agree.
We're gonna have Aaliyah on the panel next week.
Yeah, please. I want to be on too. Whatever she's on, I want to be on.
And Craig,
she's not really invited.
He's
hired a landlord. He on the job.
Oh my God. This is weird. It's a weird.
It is. It's very weird. Something happened in the course of. She went home and she knows the husband. Like there's something very
maybe so who said it? But somebody said, number one, you got badass kids. That's rambunctious wrapped up in a nice word. Right. And number two, someone was like, maybe she really just doesn't like her that much. I think Bessie posted a 9-to-5 friend. Like we good from 9 to 5. And I've had to say that because it wasn't with you, D, but I remember with Robin, it was Robin Smith, who is, a part of the show's family. And it was somebody who was trying to reach out to us. And I was like, oh, no, girl, we don't have new friends. It's just us.
But you said, I don't need new friends. You didn't say we.
Get it right. Get it right.
Did I say I?
We may have agreed, but we.
No, Alvin, it wasn't selfish. Come on, Alvin. You know who you dealing with. You in the group. We ain't got room for nobody new.
It's just so
at
messy,
this age.
It is messy. It is messy.
At this point, she should go ahead and invite this woman because she has involved her in all of this, all of the planning, all of the excitement. All of that. I think she should just invite her as a single. Just ask her, tell her, yes, you can come. She could find a chair for her. The table by the kitchen.
I wouldn't want to come. I wouldn't.
Me either.
I wouldn't come.
I wouldn't want to come either, but I think she should invite her.
Preach.
Preach, Cheryl. Say, I don't want to come.
I would not go.
She's writing a letter.
Look, I tell people. Go ahead, Cheryl.
There is nothing that she could say to me to make me go to her wedding.
Me either.
But
I don't want, and she ain't getting a gift. And she's not getting a gift at the wedding. Absolutely. And I'm not putting any money in the collection at the office for you to get a gift either. Ain't happening. But Alvin, and let me be clear while Alvin is watching, Alvin, I get people who ask me, what's your phone number that we know from our past? I go, I ain't giving you Alvin's number. We ain't got time. It's just enough time for us. If Alvin wanted you to have his phone number, you would have his phone number. And quite frankly, we can't hang. You know, Dee and I don't talk about how we went to Greg's and how the dinner was like four course, six course. That ain't nobody's business. We're not gonna bring that up. We did.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about that.
On social. We put the photos on social so everybody knew.
Because that is what happened to me, you guys. We talked about it on another show. I invited a group of women to lunch and never got that last text message. And then they posted the picture and they were all there. And I wasn't. I was like, and then this panel, who I love dearly, the panel we had that week, they were like, girl, they don't like you. I was like, oh my gosh. And it was true though. Think about it. Like that clearly what it was. And that's similar to this woman. The way she likes this coworker may not be the way that coworker feels about her.
Right.
Yeah.
We've all had that experience. Oh, I thought we were closer than that. You kind of oops.
Yes.
Yes. And it just wasn't. You were wrong.
Yes. Freedom,
Alma.
Thank you. You got to come back again and again.
Okay. Well, Cheryl says, I let it be known on a regular that I don't need new friends, or if I don't like you and you ask why I am not invited, politely say, because we are not friends, or I don't like you. I don't know how we do that, but I'm perfectly fine for you to treat me the same way because I would show up anyway. I'm a selfish friend and I don't want to be friends with your friends.
Oh, I have a friend like that too. Well, no. Let me clarify. I have a friend who has another friend who is very selfish about this one friend that both of us are friends with. It's kind of weird, but yeah. Anyway,
Alma. So listen. So I had a situation at our office where a coworker married a controlling man. All right. So she had asked both females and males in our office to her wedding. Her reception was a cookout, so it wasn't like a formal thing at all. Her fiance made her disinvite all the males because he didn't want any of her office husbands there. I cut off all sorts of contact. I did not buy a gift. It was just tacky.
Yeah, it was. Right. And what is that? Like, to me, haven't you watched the ID channel? What have you not connected with that one? That's sort of ID channel 101. He prevents you from being around friends.
But how do you find that out after the fact? Like, I've invited all these people, then you say don't invite them. Why didn't I know that? Right. Why didn't I know that's who you were beforehand?
Right, because he could have been Mr. Charming and pulled that out of his back pocket at the. Well, no, because it was before they got married. Because it was the invitation to the reception, which she could have made an announcement at the wedding. Say, hey, thank y'all for coming. Ain't gonna be no wedding, but thank y'all for coming. I'm just saying. But anyway, that's too bad. And are they still married?
I don't think so.
Yeah. No.
I'm not in contact anymore because it was just insulting.
It's too much, right?
Yeah, it was. And then I was thinking he might be crazy.
Yeah, I think he is. I think it's safe to say, And you know what? We are having fun with each other because we've known each other a long time and we're vibing with our fantastic audience who I am loving so much tonight. But if you have found yourself in a situation where something like this is happening, it's not cute. And he's not doing it because he thinks you're the best thing ever. That's not it. And I do find that when you're young, maybe that's what you confuse it with. Yeah. Oh, I'm getting all this attention because he just loves me. No, girl, that's not it. So if you're in it and it's happening, it's not normal. The person who loves you will want you to be around your friends. They will want you to be around your family. And they will not ask you to not invite anybody that you want to spend time with. So, write us to ask Alma a question. Yeah, on both sides. Yeah. I can't tell stories about me and my husband because y'all know he watches. I can't. Okay. I was getting ready to tell one story about one woman. I'll keep it to myself. Yeah. Okay. So what is the advice? Moving on. No. What is the advice that we are giving this woman?
let it go.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Don't make a big. They just let it go. It's not
Right.
like
Move,
worth
move
all
your
that.
cubicle if you have to, so you don't have to
Thank
hear
you.
no more about it.
Great answer.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
have to truly let it go though. I think
Yes.
I think
For
I have
real.
changed my mind because I am of the mind now to confront things and not let things. But I think you have to kind of read the room. Obviously, you don't want me there. But you have to actually let it go.
Yes.
You can't
Yeah.
be pissed off. You still got to get your work done. You got to be cordial.
And I think it might be difficult for her to continue to sit next to this woman, knowing that
Oh
this
yeah,
happens. So I
most
really
definitely.
I would really ask to move somewhere else.
I wouldn't ask to move, and I wouldn't say anything to her because here we go.
Right.
You're her 9 to 5 friend, and you just found out. It's cool. Not everybody gonna like you. Remember when you were 9 years old and you came home crying and you told your mama that you wanted that little girl in your class to jump rope with you, and she said no. Same thing. Y'all just grown.
It's just the mental shift. You just gotta decide.
Like she likes
And
you a
my
lot.
mental shift would be I don't want to look at you.
Oh, why? Just because she don't like you as much?
It's not even about her liking me. It is. Well, first of all, it's even disrespectful. All of this happening.
I don't think it's disrespectful.
You not wanting to be my friend is fine, but you obviously pretending that we have something that we don't. And now, I don't want to invite you to my wedding after you done helped me, do all of this stuff. And
but it's work, D. Let it go. It's work.
It is.
Right.
It's work. That's why I don't need to have any parts of you.
But a couple of people are putting in the chat, which is really true. Work friends and real friends, although all of us work together, but it's a different kind.
I agree with all of that. I just don't want to look at you.
Well, yeah, but you're at work and you might have to look at me. That's a long time.
Y'all got to go to meetings. Y'all go
meetings and that, but not every day you in my ear because we share cubicles. No, that has to stop.
It wouldn't bother me.
Let me tell you, let me tell you something. When I show up for work, she'll be so sick of me, she wouldn't want to look at me. Oh, honey, I would just be, I'll drink my coffee. Oh, this is the best coffee in the world.
So now we're going to be obnoxious. Okay. They're going to drive her crazy.
She would, yeah.
She would ask to move from the cubicle.
She would ask to move.
She would have to ask to move. Exactly.
Yeah.
Kindness. Oh, good morning. I like your top, but I like mine's better.
That's too much work for me.
I like your top, but that's not your color, girl. No.
Right.
The pettiness. No.
Oh, that is so funny.
That's a lot of work. I just don't want to.
So are we saying don't worry about it? Just move on.
I'm saying let it go.
Unless you like to rewind and listen to what Vanessa said initially, which I thought was really good advice. There you go. Either way. And I got to rush through it and wrap it up so we can get to question number 3. All righty.
Okay.
Let's check this one out.
Dear Alma, I'll try my best to make this short. My father had 2 daughters from his previous marriage before he met and married my mother. We've never been close, but we were all cordial. One of them moved to my hometown, and we would spend time together once in a while, but never when her sister visited. The other sister clearly didn't like me and basically told me that on one occasion, so we never connected. After our father died, I never heard from the one stepsister that I did have a relationship with. After his funeral, I called, texted, and sent email messages, but she never responded. Recently, I heard that her sister died. At first, I thought about reaching out, but wasn't sure what to do. She did contact me to tell me she had died and said she wanted me to know. Now she calls me weekly and has asked if I wanted to meet for dinner. A part of me feels like she's just reaching out because now our dad and her sister are gone and we're the only ones left. While I think she missed the time to become friends all those years she ignored me, am I being petty or foolish? Am I obligated to establish a friendship with my stepsister when she originally didn't want to be a part of my life? I think I'm weary because she cut me off one time, many years ago, and I don't think I really want to take that chance again. I'm very interested in the thoughts of you and your panel.
This question is so heartbreaking. Wow. It's so heartbreaking to me.
It is.
But are you obligated Or do we? It's not even about obligation, I guess. I'm wondering, should we persuade her or convince her to make friends with this step sibling because they are siblings? Or are you not obligated to build relationships with step siblings?
I think you're right. It's
Well,
not an obligation, but I think that if you had a relationship before, clearly the sister that's now gone was the problem. I mean, was sort of created the rift between the two sisters. And that may be all she had on her side of the family, so she kind of went along, and now the sister is gone. I think dinner would not hurt.
mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not expecting you to now all of a sudden, start sharing organs and those kinds of things. But I don't think dinner would hurt because it's the opportunity for you. I talked to my father's daughter after he died and learned all kinds of stuff that I didn't know. And we laughed about it and cleared the air because there was things she was told that we both had stories that didn't make any sense. And we don't spend a lot of time together, but it was nice. It was a nice event. I would say go ahead, have dinner or some gathering of some sort and see where it goes from there. I don't think there's an obligation. I just think it's it might be warming.
And the behind the scenes producer corrected it and said that basically it's not her stepsister, it's her half sister.
Half sister.
Yeah.
Yeah. The same like
They
father.
share a father.
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna be like vulnerable because I read Brene Brown too, and they say she writes
Me
about
too.
being like vulnerable. So my father was like married before my mother and had two daughters, and then married my mother and had two sons, and the like daughters felt like we got everything that they did not.
Hmm.
And when we were older, our parents had like died. My father died. Their father died, and we like hung out. My sister like died not that long afterwards, so I only like knew her for a few years, but I treasure that time because we had a lot of animosity like earlier, and then when we like had a conversation, we all found out our father wasn't like the best like father. He wasn't a good father to like them. He wasn't to us either. So she should give this woman a chance because life is like short and you never know. And I treasure that like few years that I had with her. I mean, it was a brief time, but I look back on it fondly now.
Thank you, Greg.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm with Greg. I think something about death that just sort of just brings everything to the surface in terms of what really matters. And I think I don't think it's an obligation, but I do think it's always important to be reflective and honest with yourself about why you are resisting,
Oh,
talking to
tell
this
her
person.
why.
Yeah, just let's go ahead and have the conversation. You may, as Greg said, you may be pleasantly surprised. And sometimes, like I said, sometimes the hardest thing to do is just to be honest about what you feel and what you felt, and just not be afraid to be vulnerable because you may find out some things that you didn't know. So I think I agree with Greg on this one as well.
You'll be surprised at how much you may have in common too, because you do come from the same parent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Y'all are being so nice and so kind.
Uh-oh.
You is kind. You is
And
nice.
Alma said, "Run, girl, run."
I am at a place in my life where if it doesn't bring me joy, I don't have 5 minutes for it.
But it might bring you joy. But it could bring you joy.
Don't have time to try to make it. She said she reached out to this woman. She ghosted her. She didn't deal with her when her sister was alive. Now the sister has passed away. Now she got time to call her. I get it. I've seen the Hallmark movie. I feel it. I'm just saying for me, I don't I think she can go either way. Like I think she should consider the advice that you guys are giving her. That's fantastic. But it looks like DeSheryl and I are saying, I'm like, girl, move on. You are not, you don't have to. Because here's the thing for me too. If you need to ask, then it's not really what you're trying to do. It's like, when you have to ask, is my boyfriend a pain in the way? Do you have to ask?
Poor analogy.
Yes, to me, it is like she ghosted this woman when they had time to be together. And I don't think, I know that you guys are saying that death, it does do that. And everybody in my family has died. So I understand death very well. But I don't think you should use it or your grief as a reason to try to make something that's not there, because that's even worse.
But her ghosting this person may have just been a poor decision.
Right.
We made poor
over
decisions.
The years, but the woman said it was years.
We made poor decisions.
People evolve, Alma.
I know someone whose father didn't deal with them until, not my father, but didn't deal with them until his wife died, and then he went and found all of his kids and decided to have a relationship with them.
See, good that I wasn't his daughter, because I would have been like,
wow.
no.
I'm surprised,
no,
Alma. I thought she would turn the other cheek.
I hear what you're saying.
Alma ain't turning no cheeks. Alma ain't got no cheeks.
Alma ain't got no cheeks. I'm about that T-shirt, Vanessa. Alma ain't got no cheeks.
Oh my God.
No cheeks.
Alma, would you meet her for dinner?
Is she paying?
Alma, what in the world? What is the problem?
All right.
What are we talking about?
That's not a bad question.
Thank everybody for coming.
Freedom
You want me to give up my time and my money?
Someone's giving you his advice, Alma.
Can we refocus this conversation?
Freedom says meet with her and see how it goes based on now. I think we suffer so much right now based on mindsets that we don't even, where'd it go? Where'd it go?
It went up too.
So we don't even have now. So, you're basing all of your decisions on stuff that happened long ago. Like, you can just start fresh and do it now.
Thank you. Like my godmother Bessie said, her invite, she should pay. Thank you. I agree. I feel like, if she wants to, that's fine. But again, Dee knows I'm rolling into 60. So I don't really have a lot of time to try to change people, rearrange people.
But that isn't the question. She's not asking you to now create the whole relationship.
Yeah. She asked you to go to dinner.
Right.
Just go to dinner.
It's a meal.
You can't go to dinner with your sister?
At the Red Lobster.
With the biscuits. With the biscuits. Okay, because you're saying the biscuits. I know what you're saying, Greg, about Red Lobster and the biscuits. The biscuits can make you feel some kind of way. Okay. I know. But I'm just saying, Sharon, DeSheryl, Bessie, Tracy, me. No, girl, you ain't got to meet her. It's so
Doug wants to know. I would want to ask her why she ghosted me during that time and wants to reconnect now. I would want to hear her answer, then make a decision. So DJ says
she ghosted you. She ghosted you because her sister didn't like you, so she picked her sister while her sister was alive. Okay, so now and what? And what?
Alma,
and you don't know what her sister was saying to her about you. You know what I'm saying? And she believed it. So now is the time to get straight.
Thank you,
but it may be a very similar situation to what Greg said. Is like there was information that was passed back and forth that was false.
So, and
everybody's dead now.
People cannot evolve. We got it.
Like Craig said, does soup count as a meal? Thank you, DeSheryl. I'm good. No, I think, we have given her a variety of answers. Okay. And hopefully
soup is a meal. Yeah.
I don't know why we're talking about meals. I'm confused. I don't know what we're talking about. Y'all have lost me.
I think
Are you a Scorpio, Alma?
Virgo.
Close.
And right.
Yeah,
And Virgos have no middle. We have no middle. We like you. We don't like you. You know that we like you. You know we don't like you. There is no gray. There is no gray.
There's a middle for this. I'm a Virgo too, so there is a middle for this.
No, I can't find mine.
Okay.
Thank you, Greg. A half-ass meal for a half.
When a Virgo cuts you off, a Virgo cuts you off.
When a Virgo cuts you off, you're done.
Oh, no, that is absolutely true.
And we don't even have to remember why we cut you off. We just know we did.
I remember.
Even worse.
So we had a good reason for cutting you off.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, tonight has been so much fun for me.
And me too, Alma. Wow.
I hope it has been the same for you guys. This has really been a fun time. Yeah. And we'll be seeing each other again. I hope everybody who watched our regulars, our Almond Joys, all 92 of my cousins, Miss Bowman, my other mother, and Bessie, my godmother, like all of you. Thank you for coming back every Tuesday. Sean, I didn't see Joel tonight. I hope he's doing okay. Sharon, yes. Thank you guys. Newbies, come back and see us next week, Tuesday at 7:00. We'll be here. And follow us on Facebook. You guys can go to Ask Alma on my Facebook page, or you can go to Black Press USA, which is fantastic. They have some other shows like Alvin's show. He said, every Friday night at 7:00. That's another one you want to log on and take a look. It's a fantastic ride. So thank you. DJ, I'm going to call you. We got to confirm date and time. And Vanessa, Cheryl, Greg, Dee Dee, thank y'all so much. No, I
haven't laughed this hard in a long time.
Oh my gosh.
So I hope y'all come back. That means I hope you come back and do another show with us.
Alma is gangster. Alma is gangster.
Hey, now y'all know.
There we go.
Bye, everybody. Have a good night. Who gonna pay?
Good to see everybody.
Yes, indeed. Y'all look good.
Oh my.